What's going on, guys? It's Steve. So, who are the top 5 players so far in the NBA of 2017? Now, this video, a lot of people are going to get, I hate doing lists because a lot of people have their own lists, and then when they disagree, they get salty and give me death threats and things like that. It's crazy, but these are my top 5 players in the NBA so far of the 2016-2017 NBA season. Now, no surprise, LeBron James is the best player in the NBA still. Now, when you look at his stats, you would say, okay, he's all right. He's averaging 26 points per game, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal. He's shooting 54% from the field, 40% from 3, and 70% from the free throw line. That's all right. But that's what makes him so special, is his efficiency. The guy is shooting 54% from the field and 40% from 3. Compare that to, if you look at the stats, James Harden, if you look at the stats, he's averaging 29, 8, and 11. You would say, whoa, James Harden is better. But no. His efficiency is not up there with LeBron. His efficiency, 44% from the field, 35% from 3. And the same thing goes with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, 42% from the field and 34% from 3. Now, it's not like LeBron is only taking 2 threes per game. He's taking nearly 5 and making 2 out of them. Okay, so LeBron is just, he could do everything on the floor. Like, it's so cliche to say what he can do, but you have to. He can pass, he can play defense, he can take over at will, he's a playmaker, he's a point guard, being 6'8", 250, he's ridiculous. Okay, and again, he's averaging 26, 8, and 9. That's crazy. This dude is averaging numbers that a 32-year-old should not be averaging. But he's still doing it, and he's been doing it for 14 seasons. It's ridiculous. Next up, we have my man Kevin Durant. Now, a lot of people aren't going to agree with this, but let's be real for a second. Kevin Durant has been, and he always will be, as long as LeBron James is in his prime, the second best player in the unless he beats LeBron in the finals 2 years in a row. But Kevin Durant has always been and will always be, as long as LeBron James is in his prime and winning, the second best player in the world. Now, Kevin Durant is so lethal at scoring. And people are going to say, he's not that great. He's only averaging 25 points per game. Yes, but he's only taking 17 shots per game compared to his career average of 19, which is funny and makes sense that he's averaging 2 less points than his career average of 27. But that's not the point. The point is, the Golden State Warriors are the best record in the NBA, but that's not it. You want to talk about efficiency? Kevin Durant is up there with LeBron. Kevin Durant is shooting 54% from the field, nearly 40% from 3, and he's shooting 88% from the free throw line. Ridiculous. He's averaging 25 points per game, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and only 2 turnovers per game. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And just like LeBron, he's hitting 2 out of 5 threes per game. Incredible. In terms of scoring, he's unguardable. He can carry a team like no other except the elites that have ever played in the NBA. Kevin Durant is definitely the second best player in the world. There's really no question about it. I'm sorry, but it's the damn truth. I think he has potential to be like nearly top 15 ever, top 10 ever, if he can win more and do other things like that. It'll take a lot, but it's possible for him to, whatever. Okay, number 3, James Harden. Now, a lot of people are going to say, what? James Harden over Russell Westbrook? Yes, here's why. James Harden, what he's doing with his team is ridiculous. He's leading his team to a top seed in the Western Conference, whereas Russell Westbrook isn't. And I don't want to hear that excuse, he doesn't have help, when LeBron James didn't have help. And I know Russell Westbrook is not nearly as good as LeBron is, or ever was. But when LeBron didn't have help, he still had the best record in the NBA. 2 years in a row, winning 66-16 and then 61-21, and then the year prior to both of those years, 52-30. Okay, so there's no excuse for Russell Westbrook not making his teammates better if he's such a great all-around player, averaging a triple-double. Okay? James Harden is averaging 29 points per game, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, 44% from the field, 35% from 3, and 85% from the free throw line. Now, to be honest, I contemplated on whether I would put Kawhi over James Harden, which I kind of would, and I kind of wouldn't for some reasons, because I think Kawhi is a great player, but I think he's also a system player as well. But I still think he's a part of the elite in the NBA. But yeah, let me talk about James Harden because Kawhi is actually next on my list. James Harden, I mean, ridiculous. He carries his team like no other. He can draw fouls. He can score like no other. He's clutch. He cooks. He just does his thing. He makes his teammates better. Before James Harden, was anybody talking about Eric Gordon? Was anybody talking about Trevor Ariza, Patrick Beverly? You know what else is funny? James Harden, logically, actually, when you lose a player to the likes of Dwight Howard, so elite, you would expect the team to be worse, but no, the team got better with less help. That doesn't make sense. Why? Because James Harden's carrying them. Okay, next up on my list is my man Kawhi Leonard. Now, I would just like to say, this guy, in terms of, this has nothing to do with this season, but in terms of career accomplishments, hear this out. He's a 2-time All-Star, 3-time All-Defense, All-Rookie, Finals MVP, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, All-NBA, and a league champion. That is a lot of freaking accomplishments in such a short period of time. This dude's only been in the league for 6 years. This is his 6th year. So 5.5 years, and he has all those accomplishments already. It's ridiculous, man. He has potential to be one of the greatest ever. All right, Kawhi Leonard this season is averaging 26 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. He's shooting 49% from 3, 38% from the field. I'm messing up. 49% from the field, 38% from 3, and 90% from the free throw line. Excuse me for messing up there. That's efficient as hell. It's not as efficient as LeBron and KD, but it's literally like 4 or 5% off in each. He's a better free throw shooter, and I actually think he's a better 3-point shooter than LeBron is, but LeBron is just averaging a higher field goal percentage from 3. But I still think Kawhi is a better shooter than LeBron. I mean, that's pretty obvious. But defensively, for the Spurs to be where they are now, with LaMarcus Aldridge being so inconsistent and not really playing as well as he did with Portland and things like that, partly because they don't have a dominant point guard anymore because Tony Parker's out of his prime. But Kawhi Leonard is carrying the hell out of that team. And when I say I was wrong about Kawhi Leonard, I was wrong. Okay, you guys know I came into the season saying, oh, yeah, whatever. He's all right. Stop overhyping him. He's a system player. I don't think he's that good. He can't carry a team. And then I saw this guy play. I saw one game. Then I saw another. And then I saw another. And then I saw another and another and another. And it eventually became that I'm watching him every single time he plays. Why? Because he's very refreshing to watch, because he's humble, he's quiet, but he's also dominant in terms of defense, which is something you rarely see. But it's not just that amazes me. It amazes me how great of a leap his offensive skill set has taken from when I saw him last year and even the year prior, because honestly, this guy, I'm seeing him step back on Carmelo Anthony. I'm seeing him post up Melo, post up LeBron, post up KD. I'm seeing him drive to the basket. I'm seeing him dunk on people. I'm seeing the finesse. I'm seeing the power. I'm seeing the shooting ability, the ISO ability, the dribbling ability, the handles, the playmaking. I'm just like, whoa. This guy just took that next step, and he's elite now. So that's why I have Kawhi Leonard at number 4. Number 5, obviously, I have Russell Westbrook. Now, Russell Westbrook is a great player. He's averaging a triple-double. Do I think he'll finish the season averaging a triple-double? No. I've said that since the summertime. He's not going to average a triple-double. The funny thing is that he's averaging more rebounds than assists, and you would think it's the other way around. But partly because he leads the league in fast break points. Someone told me that in the comments. I don't remember who. Someone told me the Thunder, actually, the big men box out, and Russell Westbrook goes and gets the rebounds, and then they just run the floor. That's why they lead the league in fast break points or something crazy like that. Russell Westbrook does something crazy like that, leads the league in fast break points. So I never thought about it that way, but I don't know if that person was right. I don't remember who left that comment, though, which is unfortunate, but yeah. So he's averaging 32 points per game, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals. He's only shooting 42% from the field, 34% from 3, and 84% from the free throw line. Now, something that I don't like is that he needs to take 24 shots per game to get to 31 points per game. Well, 32 really. So his efficiency really isn't that good. He's only making 10 out of 24 shots. And I know you can say, only. I know it seems like I'm hating on him. It's just, he's good. It's just he's too freaking inefficient. He averages 6 turnovers. So does James Harden, by the way. That's what I said about Harden, too. His efficiency isn't as good. But Russell Westbrook is averaging 6 turnovers. To me, it's just like he could be doing so much better if he just calmed down a little bit, you know. But that's part of what makes him so good. But I don't know, man. I personally, I think if he slowed down a little bit and played a little more with his head instead of his heart, I think it would be way better than he is now. Okay? And I know it's good to play with your heart. It's good to have heart. But sometimes it's better to play with your head. Okay? That's why some of the smartest basketball players of all time are the best ever. Like when you talk about Michael Jordan and your LeBrons and your Magics and et cetera, your Larry Birds, your Kobe's. They were smart as fuck. Okay, when it came to basketball. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about my top 5 in the comment section below. My honorable mention is obviously number 7. Nah, let me stop. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Peace.